Hey, this is Francisca, and this is my mid-crisis life. So, what do I want to talk about? Okay, so like last week, I noticed that for some reason there had been like a significant increase in the amount of people watching my videos, in the reach, the organic reach that it was having. Um, this doesn't mean that it is significant. There's still a very minimal amount of people that actually engage with anything that I'm doing. But for whatever reason, there had been a surge, right? And also, I noticed that someone that I didn't know had commented on one of my videos and said, "Oh, watch your videos, they're great." Da, 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 da. Um, and it was a real boost for me, actually. I felt like, oh, okay, good. I'm not just speaking into the ether. I'm not just deconstructing my life and my thoughts into a vacuum of black space. Excellent. And now, try as I might, I started looking at all the analytics. Oh, wow. My reach has increased by 7,562% in comparison to the last 28 days. And this has increased by this many percent and blah, blah, blah. And my ego started doing a little shimmy, and it was very happy with itself, congratulating itself and patting itself on the back, and you know, puffing out its chest. And all of a sudden, my ego's head was getting just slightly too big for the door. And I knew that I was going to do this. And my higher self, my higher consciousness, was begging my ego, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't start equating your worth with whatever's happening on the outside world. Because once I do that, any kind of knock, I lose a percentage. And it means I'm not worthy. It means that I am not shit. And nothing's going to change. And nothing's going to be any different. And what's the point of doing this anyway? And blah, blah, blah. And there I go again. And the thing is, I know that I have a tendency to do this. Because, so, when I first started this Facebook page and it grew to like 10,000 followers in the space of 3 months, I didn't take that as motivation to keep going. What actually happened is I just started feeling a massive amount of pressure and a massive amount of anxiety around being disappointed, around hoping for something, and already being scared that I'm going to be disappointed about this thing. And what it told me at the time, what I realized at the time, when all of that happened and then nothing came of it, I realized, okay, I think I'm not ready, right? My ego is too sensitive and my inner child is too needy for me to be able to have balance and for me to find equilibrium inside myself to be able to manage whatever this could turn into. So it petered out. Then about a year later, I started making all these shorts, and I was getting an organic reach of like 5,000 people, 7,000 people on these shorts that I was doing no promotion for. I was doing no paying for no, what's it called, advertising and all the rest of it on these shorts, and yet there they were going. And I begged myself at that time, please don't start looking at the analytics again, because you know that it's unhealthy for you. But again, I did it again and again. I was filled with that sense of fear, a sense of, oh God, something could happen, but then what if it doesn't? Don't hope for stuff, Fran. Don't hope for anything, because you will be disappointed. That is your experience in life. And all this good stuff, you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? And I did exactly the same thing again, and I psyched myself out of it again. And then when I started posting these videos, I posted them, and then for some reason, random people started finding them. And again, the same thing happened right at the beginning, 5 months ago, or whenever it was when I decided to post all these videos. And again, the exact same thing happened. I got obsessed with the analytics. How many people are looking at it? How many people have commented? How far is the reach going? And I did exactly the same thing, and I psyched myself out again. And then again, the same thing happened, and it picked up some momentum, and I fucking did the same fucking thing again. And what happened is like, I really disengaged with the joy that I was feeling around just creating and it living, and what I'm doing, living within this bubble of like, I just want to do it because it feels good, because I like it, and it not being about the feedback, and it not being about the external validation and me being gratified through the acclamation that everybody else is giving me about how good I am and how worthy I am and how amazing I am. But yet there I was again 2 weeks ago doing exactly the same thing and disengaging from the process because of a perceived outcome that actually deep down I feel like isn't going to happen. How fucked up is that? Oh, how fucked up is that? And what's the answer? I don't really know. You know, I guess what I would say is that the emotional charge behind it at every iteration of this process, at every stage of this process, the emotional charge behind it has become less and less. And I think that, you know, the universe, I think God, my higher self, everything that wants me to be in a position where I can give in this way to people keeps on throwing out that opportunity. And I was going to say keeps on testing me, but it's not a test. It's not a test. It's not like, oh, let's see if you pass. It's just more like, okay, here, you can have it again. Are you able to handle it? Okay, you still can't handle it. All right, fine, cool. Go do some work. Go work through some stuff. Go figure some shit out. Okay, you figured some shit out. Here you go. Here, you can have it again. Do you want it? Can you handle it? Okay, all right. You figured this out, but you've still got this to work on. No worries. We'll wait. And I think even just saying that right now, the idea of like it keep on being given to me and me slowly going through a process to whittle down and to shed the bigger things, and now the smaller and more nuanced and the more like the minutia of whatever this deep thing is that's around hope and around disappointment. Me just saying then that I'm being told actually it's not a test, well, wait. What does that show me? It shows me that actually deep down, I don't need to hope and I don't need to be disappointed, because it's already there and it's already coming. It's just waiting for me to be ready. It's just waiting for me to figure my shit out, to be healthy, to not place all my value on these external things, and to be able to be healthy enough to keep momentum going and to be motivated for that momentum in a way that isn't about me, that isn't about my achievements. So therefore, if it's already there and it keeps on coming back to me, and I've seen it come back to me time and time again, no matter how many times I'm not ready, no matter how many times I'm not healthy, right? Then I don't need to hope that it's going to happen, and I don't need to be disappointed, because clearly it's just waiting for me to be ready. So yeah, I think that's really cool. What to be grateful for. And what's the lesson there? I guess the lesson is that if something is for you, it's for you. Not to place all your value on the external achievement, accomplishment of something. To do things because it feels like that's what your purpose is. And to understand that no amount of hope or disappointment can affect or infiltrate something that is genuine, something that's organic, something that is you. And I guess to place value on that rather than uh, physical, the physical, I can't think of the word for it, the physical manifestation of that thing, of who you are. Yeah. So, gratitude. I feel grateful for what I've just thought about actually through talking about this and processing it in this moment. I feel grateful that actually what I want is already mine, and I keep on getting this message, and I keep on being told that it will wait for me until I'm ready. There's no rush, there's no need to worry, there's no need to be anxious, there's no need to hope. There's just the process, and the healthier that I become, the closer that I get to being able to birth this properly into the world. So yeah, that's it.